Hey guys, it's your Tackle Mary and welcome back to my channel. Sa video natin ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ulit ang Vivo X60. But of course, we will be focusing on its cameras, the price point, how it actually performs in real life, and how does it compare on its competitors. Una sa lahat, syempre, hindi ito review kung hindi nyo alam kung magkano ang presyo niya. The Vivo X60 retails for 34,999 pesos, and actually most of you guys, tama ang hula sa pricing niya. It's a bit cheaper nung unang lumabas ang Vivo X50 Pro because ito yung pinakabunso nila. It obviously has a big brother which is the Vivo X60 Pro and the Vivo X60 Pro Plus. But I'm pretty sure those two phones won't be released here in the Philippines. And yes, the whole X60 series lineup is co-engineered with Zeiss. We all know already what is Zeiss. I already explained this on our full review video. Pero quick recap lang. Ang Zeiss, it's a well-known brand in the camera industry. And I'm actually using a Zeiss lens right now dito sa camera na ginagamit natin ngayon. So yes, it is still being used today at hindi rin po biro ang presyo ng mga lenses ng Zeiss. So yes, for the Vivo X60 series, knowing the collaboration and of course the camera specifications, it will surely not disappoint and it will have exceptional camera performance. So ano muna yung kanyang camera specifications? And to answer the question on our thumbnail, does Zeiss actually matter? Una sa lahat, let's go deeper muna. Gusto ko lang i-clarify na yung Vivo X60 ay walang built-in gimbal, unlike sa previous phone na nakita nyo on our channel, which is the Vivo X50 Pro. But it does have a VIS 5-axis video stabilization technology. So, we got a 48 megapixels main camera, a 13 megapixels macro camera, and 13 megapixels for the bokeh camera. And lastly, we also have a 32 megapixel front camera. 35,000 pesos kulang-kulang ang presyo ng Vivo X60. So definitely pasok siya sa higher end mid-range lineup. Not quite flagship pero meron siyang mga flagship features. Some photos from our daylight images are quite saturated, but not too much, just enough para magmukha siyang natural. And yes, dynamic range is reasonably wide as well. Very low lang din ang ating noise at hindi ganong visible yung mga green, lalo na if you're taking photos na hindi gaanong well lit. Although very minimal lang yung increase in terms of detail when shooting on the regular 12 megapixel as compared to the 48 megapixel option. Overall for me guys, for its primary camera, it is a quite versatile camera kasi nga, it pretty much works well in all conditions. Although minsan yung mga pictures, again, kasabi ko nga kanina, can go a little oversaturated and sharp at times, but still output remains better under good light conditions. And when zooming in, especially if we are using the 2x telephoto lens, hindi nawawala yung kanyang clarity and still very minimal ang kanyang noise levels. And for its ultra-wide camera, actually, it's one of the best guys na makikita nyo sa market. That is being priced at 30 to 35,000 pesos. Sharpness is still excellent. Dynamic range, guys, sobrang wide. And colors maintain the saturated look from its wide camera. And using its ultra-wide camera, we can also take some macro photos. Syempre, expect nyo na guys yung sharpness when taking some close-up macro-style photos. Magdadrop talaga yung kanyang sharpness. But I suggest kailangan lang ng ating stable hand para mas maganda yung detail na makapture natin or kaya naman gumamit tayo ng tripod. In terms of the quality ng ating mga low-light images taken from the main camera, note lang na hindi pa ito yung kanyang pinaka-night mode. May mga konting noise lang, which is why I highly recommend guys na gamitin natin yung kanyang dedicated night mode. Laking tulong din actually, and hindi ito yung tipo ng night mode na walang difference kung tayo ay gagamit ng primary sensor lang niya. So yes, night mode really did help. Hindi lang subtle change guys ang binigay ng night mode, but it did bring a brighter exposure and mas nag-pop ng konti yung kulay ng mga photos natin. So yes, it did made a difference. Hindi siya subtle lang. And speaking of the night mode, pwede natin siyang gamitin habang tayo ay nagtatake ng photos using the ultra-wide camera and the 2x telephoto lens. Although I suggest na gumamit nga tayo ng tripod while taking the ultra-wide and the telephoto lens. Now actually, the thing about this phone, ang pinaka natuwa or pinaka-impressive dito ay yung kanyang portrait shots. It is exceptionally good to the point na kapag kino-compare ko siya from the OnePlus photos from its portrait mode, walang-wala yung mga photos na yun. I mean, hindi ko naman binababa guys ang OnePlus X Hasselblad collaboration. I'm pretty sure they did a really good job as well. Pero dito kasi mas nagsha-shine out ang Vivo X60 X Zeiss sa kanyang portrait mode. Subject to background separation is so much better on this phone. Mapa 1x and 2x zoom, they produce the same result in terms of detail. Siguro ang favorite part ko dito is yung kanyang Zeiss Biotar portrait filter that keeps the depth and clarity while blurring the background with precision. So yes, kung usapang smoothness and creamy background, definitely maaasahan mo ang Vivo X60. If you will go to its portrait mode, marami kayong different styles na pwedeng pagpilian. Actually, my favorite one is yung vintage film. We also have different light effects and of course, different filters. Pupunta tayo guys sa pinaka-bokeh niya sa ilalim. We have different options na kung saan magkakaroon siya ng artificial heart, stars, butterfly, and cherry blossom. This will only work kung meron kayong mga, of course, lights behind you. Katulad ng mga Christmas lights or kaya naman may mga reflection tayo or like some shiny objects. So guys, kung hindi or wala kayong ilaw sa likod nyo, it really won't work. Now, for the selfie photos. It takes decent shots in default settings. Maganda ang mga selfie photos natin. Don't get me wrong, guys. Pero kasi, nothing really particular na nagbigay sa akin ng wow factor. They are still social media worthy. Although, there are times lang na medyo mas soft yung mga photos natin dito. When it comes to taking selfie shots, capable pa rin ang Vivo X60 when it comes to taking portrait shots. And dito sa portrait, pwede tayong mamili ng different style, filter, and light effect. And yes, we can also take selfie photos gamit ang night mode. As per video recording, unlike its rear camera na capable of 4K at 30 FPS, sa selfie naman niya guys, it's only capable hanggang 1080p. Now, let's compare how does the Vivo X60 actually performs as compared to, you know, a higher flagship phones na may magandang camera performance as well. And a good example for that is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Ang tanong, did it really make the iPhone cry? I don't think so. In terms of camera features, busog na busog ang Vivo X60. Something na hindi binigay sa akin ng iPhone 12 Pro Max. We have astrophotography, pro sports, supermoon, and the ability na makagamit tayo ng iba't ibang klase ng filter, style, and bokeh modes sa kanyang portrait mode. iPhone 12 Pro Max are great. Maganda ang kanyang software optimization and it is something that we always yearn for when we are looking for a good camera smartphone. So yes, the latest iPhone is the gold standard. But again, ang Vivo X60, they were able to deliver their promise to give us a good and Zeiss-like photos. Yun yung importante dito. If it is a good collaboration or not. Kasi may mga brands din tayo na nagsasabi na it is co-engineered with this, partnered with that, pero hindi naman effective. Now, pag-usapan naman natin yung kanyang mga videos. Vivo X60 can record up to 4K at 60 FPS gamit ang kanyang main camera or kaya naman 1080 at 30 FPS with its ultra-wide camera. Meron tayong dalawang level ng stabilization na available. Meron tayong standard na pwede natin gamitin sa tatlong camera niya at meron din tayong super anti-shake. Ito naman ay available lang sa kanyang main camera. And again, katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina sa umpisa ng video natin, unlike doon sa previous Vivo na nireview natin, wala siyang built-in gimbal. So yes, it is not as stable as before, but here's a few clips na magpapakita on how stabilized the videos are while walking. So yes, essentially guys, for me, ang Vivo X60 is the phone talaga to get, especially in the Vivo X60 series. It has almost the same specs compared to the Vivo X60 Pro. Syempre, missing in action nga lang yung gimbal stabilization. Same rin naman sila ng chipset na ginamit and very identical yung camera system. For my verdict guys, for the Vivo X60, I do think it's a good choice, lalo na kung naghahanap kayo ng upper mid-range phone na hindi naman din gaanong kamahalan but will give you or offer you a good camera system na hindi kayo i-disappoint. So yeah, that is it actually for our video for the Vivo X60. Again, it's your Tech and Mary and see you on our next video. Bye!